Hello and welcome. This is Doc Williams with the Toolkit, and it's so great to have you here. We have a brand new project called GymOps, and we're going to be coming at you with very actionable goals for your gym business and to get you results right away. In previous courses, we've had certain strategies showing you different tech that we've used, pros and cons. We're cutting out all of that stuff, and we're giving you finite rules to get you business starting today. So we're going to get right into it. And remember, this is about you. This is about accountability. A lot of these things aren't new, but it's important for you to take notes to see where you have to change in business. And from there, you're going to see results. So this is the nitty gritty. This is the concise version of how we get clients in many different gyms. And we love for you to try it out and tell us the results, okay? So take the time, if you're doing other things, close out Facebook, do whatever. Take the time to look at these strategies, take a pen and paper, and start looking at these things to get you 3 paying clients in the next 5 days, all right? So today, we're going to look at 6 steps to get your next client, and these steps can be repeatable. So we're going to go step by step. We're going to look at those, and if you have any questions, make sure that you email me at doc@thetoolkitagency.com. One note before we get into this, all of these rules are going to be based on something called a conversion rate. Now, if you don't know what a conversion rate is, it's the likelihood of when you do a certain action that you'll have a result. For instance, if you have a 50% conversion rate, that means when 2 people come into your business, you should be signing up at least one of them every single time. That's it, right? So that's a 50% conversion rate. If you have 100 new intro classes, your conversion rate should be 50%, right? So that's your conversion rate. There's tons of different ways to look at that, but what we're looking at is when they get in front of you, we're looking at the predictability of them signing up for you. For this case, we went very low with a 20% conversion rate ratio, but I know a lot of gym owners, they say that they have a 50 or 75% conversion rate off of an intro class to signing a contract. Just keep these ratios in mind. So if this is the first time you've ever heard of a conversion rate, or you know that you haven't been tracking that, don't worry, we're going to automatically put in a 20% conversion rate for you. But if you have one that you have seen and you have evidence of it, just plug that in as we're doing this, okay? So remember, we're doing a 20% conversion rate. If you do not like math and you're like, this is stupid, why should I care? We're just trying to make you more money, okay? That's all. So let's get right into this. We're going to look at these 6 steps. So the first one is ID 15 leads. Now, why do we need 15 leads? Well, we're not going to sign everyone up, right? So we need to stack the deck to make sure that we have enough for the ones, for whatever reason, do not sign up. We're not crying about it, right? Not everyone signs up for your gym. You might not be the right fit. That person might not be the right fit. So we're going through 15. Now, you need to ID 15 leads to get them into the door. Now, how are you going to do this? Well, if you're a business owner, if you're a gym owner and you've had the last year, maybe even 6 months, maybe 3 months, you probably have a list of ones that have opted in, that they wanted to know more about the gym, or they were going to do an intro class, but they didn't follow through. You can use those different clientele, those potential clients. That's part of your list. What if you look on Facebook and a lot of people comment on your gym page and they're like, oh, I would love to do that, but you haven't seen them? Put them on your list. The third way is if you're saying, I don't know all of these other numbers or know these other people, or I'm not online. Do you have 5 or 10 members in your gym? If you have 5 or 10 members and they love your gym, they're always talking about your gym, ask them, do they have 2 people where they need a life-changing intervention in their life to get fit? Okay. 5 to 10 people in your gym, you're going to ask them to find 2 people that they would vouch or tell them to go to your gym, and ask them if they know what they're looking for. If they're trying to get toned for the winter, if they're trying to lose, do the pregame of losing weight before the holidays, whatever it is, ask those people. So those are 3 ideas to get your 15 leads. Okay. So what do we do after we get the 15 leads? Well, we send a short message to each lead talking about, hey, this is Doc Williams from the Toolkit. I heard from blank, from Bill, that you're interested in losing weight in the winter. And I'd just like to let you know that I have a brand new program that would be perfect for you. I'd love for you to stop by the gym for 20 minutes to show you how this can impact your life and really start seeing results. Right? So some people might say, well, that's too gimmicky. I think it's just too much. Well, you can just say, hey, this is Doc. This is the person I got your information from. They said that you're really looking to change your life. Love to show you how we do it here. Are you interested? I have 3 spots open this week. I would love to see you come by the gym. Short, simple, yes or no. Are you in or out? Right? So you can comment and try to reach them. Now, the whole thing about this is a lot of people just reach out to them once. You've got to have a plan to reach out to them many different times. I was just talking to my business partner, Danny Lear. We were talking about how a lot of gyms, they go about it just saying, hey, I'm going to reach out to the person once. If they don't, I don't need them anymore. I'm going to forget about them. But think about how many times you actually pick up the phone on the first try. Even your family members, a lot of times we miss the message, even if it's great intentions. So remember, you're going to reach out to them. And if they don't respond, every 24 hours, you're going to reach out to them either on their social media account, by phone, by email. And it's not intrusive. It's not aggravating because you're giving them something good. If you were a telemarketer and they did not want to hear from you, that could be annoying. But if you're saying, I've built something special for you and I want to show this for it to better your life, wouldn't you want to get that phone call? So have a plan to reach out to them every 24 hours for the next 5 days after you do the initial one. Okay, so once you do that, you send a short message, you wait for the response. Remember, you're giving them a short period of time for them to schedule an intro class with you. And then afterwards, you're going to do the intro class. Now, this might seem easier said than done. Okay, so intro class, you might have done this 1,000 times. You might have found a really nice intro class. But imagine that you're trying to impress them beyond anyone else you've ever trained. What would you go above and beyond to show them that you are the right trainer? What could you show them that makes your gym not only unique, but the most qualified for their needs? And also you as a coach and a business owner, the owner of that gym, is going to impact their life. You need to think about all of these different factors and infuse it into that intro class. Now, I'm not saying that you should be, taking speed before you go to the class and just like be all over the place. But I think real enthusiasm and showing personal interest trumps anything else. Okay, you might not have the fanciest gym, but if you show that personal interest and they see how much time and devotion you have given them for an intro class that is free, how much more so will you do for them when they are a member? So thinking about that, you're going to make a very concise intro class for them, maybe 15 to 20 minutes. You're going to show them a brief workout, whatever, and an exclusive feature of what they want to work on. So if it's a WOD that you do with everyone, you're like, we're going to do 20 push-ups, 30 squats, 50 blah, blah, blah. Well, if that's not what really they're looking for, make sure that you're addressing what they should care about, what they're looking for. Now, those things, the 20, the 30, the 40, whatever exercises, that might be a part of it. But remember, explain to them why they're doing it. Okay? So after we do the intro, this is the most important step. We did the intro. They got into our gym. They're beaten down. They see that they need to change their life. You have to have a strong call to action for them to understand why they need to join. Okay? So a strong action is not you throwing a contract in their face and saying, sign up for 12 months. It is, okay, how did you feel about that? Wasn't that exciting? Thinking about you before you came in, I created this initial program to really get you into the best shape of your life and get you to your goals. This is what you're going to have in your program. X, Y, and Z. So you're showing an outcome of what they're going to get when they sign up. And we're going to do this in the next 60 days or whatever time frame. So now they have concrete measurements to what they are going to be doing with you. And now signing a contract, or I don't even like calling it a contract, I like to call it a commitment, because I'm committing to you for that allotment of time, that is going to change their life. So now they see, wow, this person, even before I sign, they have a plan for me. They see what I need to do and to get to my goal. Shut up and take my money. Let's go. Let's do this. And that's how you're going to get them to sign up. Now, remember, we said this is 6 steps. And some of you might be like, Doc, I've tried this before. It's not going to work. I have all of this. I've had all the energy, but they just don't sign up. Well, that's why you're going to have a backup plan. So if they have reasons to say no, first, listen, actively listen to what their concerns are, answer them the best way possible. And if they still say no, or you just can't please them, offer 2 alternatives that you could give them to address their needs. Okay. So for example, if they're saying no to the contract, well, why did you say no? Well, I travel a lot and I just don't know if I can commit. It's the holidays coming up. Well, you know what? I actually have a travel guide for you, how to get in shape for the next 4 weeks in the holidays. It's $10. And not only that, it comes with our service, which I usually charge $175 for consulting, but it's all in there for $10. So you can go on the holidays. I check in with you once a week, making sure you're doing great. And then, we'll see what happens when you get back in town. Right? Okay. Who can go from this point to $10, right? And they're committing, and now you still follow up with them. That's your paid client. Another version is maybe they're like, well, I still don't know. I don't know if this is right for me. Well, we also offer exclusive bootcamp class to address your special needs. It's right before our regular class. It's 3 days for the next 2 weeks. It's $15, and you let us know what you think afterwards, right? And you say it's only exclusive right now. It's usually $150 if you leave this door. It's $15 if you decide to act, right? So you're adding that urgency, but you're also adding a specialty to them. Now, why are you doing $15? And why are you doing this 3 times a week, or you could even do it 2 days a week? Why are you doing that before the class they get in? So if you do a class at 4:30 for them and your normal, CrossFit class is at 5, why are you doing this? Well, because if you're going to work with them at 4:30, right? When they're done with the workout, what do they see? They see people coming in, and then those members are going to be encouraging them at the end of their workouts, and they're going to see the community and all of the people already raving fans of yours, and they can't help but want to be part of your community. It's going to happen. So the same way, you're going to allow them to see the benefits before they commit long term. So those 2 ways, guess what? They just became paying clients. And the statistics are the statistic of somewhere says that once someone becomes a paying client, they are 3 times more likely to buy from you again. I will find that stat for you. I will find who did that. I promise you, and I will put this in this lesson, but it's extremely high. So all you need to do is show value and offer alternatives, and the likelihood is for them to commit and say, yeah, I'll try that. I'm not ready to pay $125 a month, but $10 and you're checking on me? Yeah, I'll do that. Another one, $15. All right, that's fine. And that entire time, they're already getting people talking about them, encouraging them, and they're part of the community before they even know it. Now, those are 2 different alternatives that you can offer. There's a sly 3rd way to offer as well. If they still say no to all of that, they're like, Doc, it's just not for me. Oh, it's not for you. I totally understand that. Well, did you enjoy the intro class? I loved it. It's just not for me. Well, do you know 2 people that would be interested? And I'm not even asking you for them to do an intro, but we have a thing here called Pay It Forward. So if you really enjoy this and you have in mind that you really think could enjoy this as well, we're giving a special for a month at the gym for $45, and it's for this time period. We'd love for you to just pay it forward for someone that would really enjoy this. right? Right. So you're hitting them with two different price points, a pay it forward offer, and then if they still are cold hearted and they do not take any of those things, you just ask, well, thanks so much for taking the time. You know what? Whatever your goal was, I'll stay in touch. I'll make sure that whenever I see a beneficial information to get to your goal, I'll send it your way. Right? So you just did a ton of work in a short period of time for them to see a bunch of value. You weren't being generic. You weren't showing that you were only worried about the money. You showed a multi approach to get them to their goal that they want. And guess what? Maybe they won't sign up for you, but they'll think about all the work that you did for them. And when you touch base with them, maybe every other month, and just say, hey, I was thinking about you. Here's this article. Who wouldn't want that? And you're not selling. You're not selling. You're just giving them more information. So, for example, if they're doing Spartan races, they heard about your gym, they would love to join, but they still said no to all of these things. And then at the end, they're like, they say, hey, yeah, I would love to keep in contact with you. Randomly, you're looking at Spartan races coming into your town. You say, hey, I was thinking about this, and this was about injury prevention about X, Y, and Z. Thought you should know this before your next race. Take care. Hope to hear from you soon. Or take care. See you around, something like that. So you're showing that genuine interest all over the place. And even if you don't get the sale, they're going to talk about you to other people and they're going to refer you organically. So this is the 6 ways or 6 steps to get your next client. Remember, this is for you to identify 15 different leads. And we guarantee if you do these steps to the T, you're going to have 3 new paying clients by the end of this week. Now, you cannot say to me, Doc, I did steps 1, 5, and 6. It didn't work. You have to do all of these things. You have to put it in order and you're going to see results, okay? So we'd love to hear from you. And by the way, we love this thing so much, we could have charged hundreds of dollars for people to see this, to get access to this information. We love this protocol. We love to see results. So we want you to go out, try this, and tell us what you think. And we can't wait to see all the results. So thank you so much for taking the time to listen to us ramble and to really get you some paying clients. Remember, hit me up at doc@thetoolkitagency.com, or if you have any questions, don't forget we have a new live chat at thetoolkitagency.com. Hit me up and I'll respond to you as soon as possible. Thank you so much, and we will talk to you soon.